Before we begin today, we'd like to recognize our three seniors from this year's team and thank them and their families for their contributions to the Taylor volleyball program throughout their time here at TU. Over the past 4 years, Julia Pomeranke, Samantha Korn, and Abby DeSimpler have helped Taylor to 77 total victories, 4 straight winning seasons, and 4 straight years with a team grade point average well above the 3.0 mark. As we read each individual's name, we ask that they walk with their family members to center court to be recognized. Our first senior is Julia Pomeranke. Julia is joined by her parents, Gary and Sandy, her siblings, Micah, Lydia, Taylor, Laura, and Mason, and her aunt uncle, Kim and Hank. Julia is set to graduate from TU in May with a degree in social work and plans to work at a counseling center while preparing for law school. Julia is in the midst of her best season with the Trojans this year, having set career highs with 280 kills, a 248 hitting percentage, and needing just 2 more blocks to reach a personal best in that category. Julia enters today's match ranked 5th in the Crossroads League with 0.8 blocks per season, and with 556 kills and 251 blocks in her career. In addition to her work on the court, Julia will become a 2-time NAIA Scholar Athlete and Academic All-Crossroads League performer when those awards are announced later this year. She is also a Coastal Academic All-District nominee this fall. Ladies and gentlemen, another big round of applause for Julia Pomeranke. Our next senior is Samantha Korn. Sam is joined by her parents, Steve and David, and her fiance, Cody, her sister, Lindsay, and her aunt, Andy. Samantha is graduating this December with a degree in public health and is set to move to Georgia, where she will get married and begin working towards a master's degree in nursing. Since putting on the Taylor uniform, Sam has racked up 1,757 digs over 123 matches played. She is 15 digs shy of a third straight campaign with at least 400 digs. The 2018 NAIA All-American and First Team All-Crossroads League standout enters today just 43 digs shy of becoming the 11th player in program history to reach 1,800 digs. Samantha has also done well in the classroom, earning Coastal Academic All-District, NAIA Scholar Athlete, and Academic All-Crossroads League honors. And she has a great chance of repeating all of those awards this year. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Korn. And our final senior, Abby DeSimpler. Abby is joined today by her parents, Gary and Sue, and her fiance, Noah. Abby is set to graduate in May with a degree in elementary education. She plans to get married, teach middle school, and coach volleyball. Abby has saved her best for last in a Trojan uniform, setting career highs across the board this season as a key cog in the Taylor attack. Abby enters today having played in all 35 matches this season with 514 assists, 298 digs, and 27 service aces. In addition to her outstanding work on the court, Abby is a Coastal Academic All-District nominee this fall and will repeat as an NAIA Scholar Athlete and Academic All-Crossroads League performer. Ladies and gentlemen, Abby DeSimpler. Please join me in giving one more big round of applause to our three seniors, Julia, Sam, and Abby. As a champions of character institution, Taylor University asks each of you to embrace the NAIA's 5 core character values of respect, integrity,
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH. From our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
Number 2, Shelby Youngs. Number 4, Jennifer Ritchie. Number 12, Madison Coles. Number 13, Elizabeth Breckville. Number 14, Haley Pennington. And number 18, Taylor Esch. The libero is number 8, Tessa Clark. And the Maple Leafs are coached by Courtney Crawford, assisted by Lauren Ford. Now fans, on your feet for the starting lineup for your Taylor Trojans. A 5'6" sophomore from Warsaw, Indiana, number 1, Nikki Barrett. A 6'1" senior from Seward, Nebraska, number 4, Julia Poporinski. The libero, a 5'5" senior from Perrysburg, Ohio, number 7, Samantha Korn. A 6'4" junior from Highland Heights, Kentucky, number 9, Grace Isaacs. A 5'11" sophomore from Pittsburgh, Indiana, number 15, Ryan Serniak. A 5'10" junior from Keeple, Iowa, number 16, Amanda Adams. And a 5'10" freshman from Warsaw, Indiana, number 18, Casey Bragg. Assistant coach for the Trojans, Paul Wiston, and head coach, Eric Luthi.
Good afternoon and welcome here inside Odell Arena for the regular season finale for the Taylor Trojans as they take on the Maple Leafs of Goshen here this afternoon. Taylor a big win last night in 5 sets against Mount Vernon Nazarene. Taylor 2-0 on the week, trying to go to 3-0 here against the Maple Leafs this afternoon. Taylor 20-15 overall, 9-8 in the Crossroads League. Goshen 8-25, 2-14 in league action. They picked up their second league win last night, coming back from a 2-1 deficit to defeat Spring Arbor in 5. They fell set 1 25-18, one set 2 25-20, lost set 3 25-20, one set 4 25-21, and one set 5 15-12. Highlight of the night last night was Ryan Serniak putting on a show, a hitting percentage of .459, a career high 21 kills, just 4 errors on the 37 swings for the lefty sophomore. She was one of a host of Trojans with double-figure kills last night. Amanda Adams had 16, Grace Isaacs 10, Julia Pomeranke with 11. And it was Adams, Abby DeSimpler, and Bragg, each with double-doubles. DeSimpler 24 assists, 13 digs. Adams 16 kills, 17 digs. And Bragg 9 kills, 36 assists, and 13 digs. Bragg and Taylor in the court to our left. Bragg will send it deep, but it's played forward by the libero Clark. A little swing to the middle, dug in the back row by Parrott. Bragg to the near side of Cerniak, blocked back over and dug by Korn. In the middle to Pomeranke, she goes deep and Jennifer Ritchie will sky it. Near sideline swing Pennington tipped and dug by Bragg. Back to the near sideline, Cerniak rainbowing it far side, and the dig attempt will go out of bounds. First kill for Cerniak. She picks up where she left off last night. And it's a 1-0 Taylor lead here on the opening serve of the match. And Bragg will go back to serve once again. Lefty smash, this one short, scooped off the floor by Ritchie. Far sideline, Pennington, tap down, and Clark's dig will go back over the net for GC. Pomeranke smashes one to the back row. 2-0 Taylor on the seniors' senior day, and Pomeranke gets her first termination. Taylor jumped out to a 6-0 lead last night in set 1 against Mount Vernon Nazarene. They're up 2-0 here. Tap back to the middle, swept near side, one-hand dig by Bragg on the swing from Esch. Amanda Adams goes to the back row, and Ritchie's there for the dig. For Goshen, back to Pennington near side, and Korn will dig it forward. Bragg, a quick set to Pomeranke. The block attempt almost hits the hip of Taylor head coach Aaron Luthi out of bounds. Second kill for Pomeranke, and it's a 3-0 Taylor lead. Taylor swept Goshen back at the end of September, the first time these two teams squared off. Bragg again continues to serve. Younce to the far side. Pennington trying to tool off the block. Diving forward dig is Bragg's. And then Korn will scoop it over with 2 arms. Sliding in is Ritchie to keep it off the floor. Esch, a big right-hand swing. Diving dig to her left is Korn's. Behind the line swing is Parrott's. And Ritchie's there for the dig for Goshen. Far sideline blocked and then punched back by Coles on the initial swing. And then Pennington will send it over with 2 arms. Bragg plays it back, avoids the net. Or did she? No. Turned around and just collided with that netting. She tried to limbo out of the way. First point for Goshen after falling behind 3-0. Courtney Trusty in for Goshen. She's a 5'5" freshman from North Judson, Indiana. Had 8 digs last night in the 5-set win for Spring Arbor. 3-1 Taylor's lead in set 1. Near side, Pomeranke calls for it. Did it go off the net or was it blocked? It was blocked back over. It looked like from our vantage point that one went off the net first before it hit the arms, but either way, or went off the net or cleanly, I should say. Either way, it's a kill for the Trojans, and they go back in front by 3, 4-1. Korn's serve will go deep, and the first service error of the afternoon belongs to Taylor, 4-2. The Trojan advantage here in set number 1. Regular season finale today for Taylor. Goshen has one more match, and they'll come back to wrap up the regular season Wednesday back here in Grant County, across the county at Indiana Wesleyan. Bragg in the middle, back set near side Cerniak, and she'll swing it off the top of the tape. Attack error for Cerniak, had just a few of those last night. Back-to-back points here for Goshen has drawn them to within 1, trailing 4-3 here in our opening set this afternoon. Tessa Clark, the 5'4" junior libero from Goshen, will serve for the Maple Leafs. In the middle, Adams comes right down Main Street, and the dig attempt will sail out of bounds towards the scores table across from us. First kill for Adams, and Taylor's lead grows back to 2 at 5-3. And it looks like the local coffee establishment has been well visited by Taylor students this morning as they continue to file in with coffee in hand. Younce after the serve, tooling off the block nicely is Elizabeth Breckbill, the 6'2" junior who had 11 kills last night. Her first termination of the afternoon, and again, Goshen back to within 1. Olivia Coop, the Canadian out of Ontario, will come in to serve, a 6-foot freshman. 5-4 the Taylor lead. They have yet to be tied or trailing here in this opening frame. Receive back over the net, and now we will be tied for the first time today as Coop's serve dives right in front of Adams. It's an ace for Coop. And set 1 level at 5. Coop will serve this one, received by Adams cleanly. Adams near side to Cerniak, right over the block, and Taylor goes right back in front. Second one for Ryan, as she was a master last night against Mount Vernon Nazarene. 21 kills in her 4th match back from injury. A career high for her, just 4 errors and a hitting percentage of .459. Abby DeSimpler, one of the 3 Taylor seniors, comes in for the first time and she'll serve. Had 3 aces last night for Taylor in the win over MVNU. Far sideline, back row dig on the Breckbill swing is Adams. Amanda will watch Casey Bragg sent to the near side. Then 2 Goshen players almost collide down in front of us as they both went for the ball. It was Clark and Jennifer Ritchie. Neither could get the ball up, and it goes out of bounds. And Taylor leads by 2, 7-5. Thankfully, everyone's okay, and DeSimpler back to serve. A sidewinder to the middle of the floor this time, played back, and Breckbill will sky it. Left-handed sweep will find the back corner. Nicely done by Allie Rohr. Rohr's first kill, had 3 kills and 20 assists last night out of her setter position. It'll be Jennifer Ritchie going back to serve for Goshen for the first time today. A knuckleball that Ware will dive and play it back over the net. The overpass is played up by Ware. She'll try to help Korn to her feet. Both players trying to get up, and Bragg will play it on the near side. Ware and Korn got tangled, both trying to help each other up. And it was Bragg who gets the kill along the near sideline. First one for Casey on the afternoon, and again, Taylor pushes that lead back up to 2 at 8-6. Ashley Harrell enters for the first time today. Big sis Haley was here in attendance last night. Mom and Dad, as they always are, sitting across from us. Back set far side to Simpler's dig. Will almost hit Ashton Whitman, a member of the Taylor softball team, in the 4th row. And that goes down as a kill, I believe, for Elizabeth Breckbill. 8-7 the Taylor lead, with Goshen getting the serve back as Sam Korn re-enters for TU. Standing righty serve for Breckbill. On a knee, receiving it is Adams. To Simpler back to the near sideline, and the swing from Bragg is blocked back over. Pomeranke's got to avoid the net. A lefty sweep will die on Taylor's side of the netting, and set 1 is back to level at 8. Just the second attack error by the Trojans here this afternoon. They kept their attack errors in the sets that they won to a minimum. And they've been their own worst enemy at times with attack errors and bad serve receive. Pomeranke, nothing bad about that on the far sideline. Gets her 3rd kill of the first set. Make it her 4th. And Taylor goes back in front 9-8. Nikki Parrott re-enters, replacing Carly Ware, and will serve. 3 kills and an ace last night. This one goes off the support beam over Odell Arena, and then Esch will 2-arm it over. Korn will scoop it up to Simpler, back set to her classmate Pomeranke, and the dig attempt will sail out of bounds on a slide for Pomeranke as her stellar first set continues to roll on. 10-8 the Taylor lead. And it's Parrott serving once again. Just off the top of the tape, and it'll just hook out of bounds near sideline. Second service error by a Trojan here today. Shelby Younts back in for Goshen, along with Madison Coles. 10-9, the Taylor lead. And there's Younts, received by Parrott. To Simpler in the middle to Pomeranke. It went off the top of the netting, and it'll be 4 hits called against the Trojans. 10-10 here in set 1 as Goshen still looks for their first lead here of the afternoon. Just 2 attack errors by Taylor, and the service error sails out of bounds. Parrott leapt into the air and then pulled those arms back and watched the ball sail over her brown ponytail. 10 kills for Taylor here in the opening frame. Just 3 so far for Goshen. A lefty serve over from Bragg. Younts in the middle. Esch off the block attempt of Pomeranke. And the 6'3 Esch gets her first kill today on her 4th swing. And set 1 back to even at 11. Trusty in to serve for GC. Replacing Haley Pennington, who had a nice night last night. 14 kills and 4 blocks in the 5-set win over SAU. Parrott up to Bragg. Here's Pomeranke. Dug out of bounds. And Pomeranke continuing her strong play. 6th kill of the opening set in her last regular season home match. 12-11, the Taylor advantage. Korn, top spin serve, received nicely by Ritchie. She'll get it back near side. A diving dig to her right is Korn's. Bragg to the far side, Adams. Was it blocked off the antenna? It was. So give the point to the Trojans on the Adams kill, her second, and Taylor up 13-11. Julia Pomeranke has 2 more kills than Goshen has as their entire team. Far side play, near side dig is Bragg's. Korn back to Cerniak. The lefty's swing blocked out of bounds, and Cerniak collects her 3rd kill. Good little burst here by Taylor. 3 in a row to go ahead 14-11. And Korn will serve again just over the top of the net and into the net, and it's an ace for Sam Korn. Four-point Taylor lead, their biggest here of the opening set. And Korn will play this one deep, picking on Tessa Clark again. Far sideline, swing blocked back over on the Coles try. Near sideline, Ritchie over the block, and there's Korn for another dig. Behind the line swing, here comes Parrott right down Main Street. That ball almost hit one of the speakers above the parquet floor. Diving dig is Parrott back over the net, and a misplay by Goshen
Esch looked to be able to tomahawk it in the middle, and then Ritchie missed the swing. That'll force a Goshen timeout, with Taylor leading 16-11 here in set one on Senior Day.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One.
5-0 Taylor run. They lead 16-11. A .478 team attack percentage, 14 kills, 3 errors on 23 attacks for Taylor this year. Younts plays it back. Ritchie will two-arm it over. Korn up to Bragg. In the middle to Isaacs, trying to punch to the far corner. Off the hands, kept alive by Clark, but then unable to play it over is Grace. Or Goshen, excuse me. It was Grace Isaacs who had the swing. Her first kill. And it's a 6-0 Taylor burst. Younts has a play near the net, tapped over by Isaacs, and they get Isaacs for the violation. Taylor head coach Aaron Luthi perplexed by that, unhappy with it as she wrinkles her nose. And that stops the 6-0 Taylor burst, their lead down to 5. Clark will send it over. Adams up to Bragg. Near side to Cerniak. A little touch, and then popped high in the air by Breckbill. She'll tee up a right hand. Then he'll send Korn sprawling to the floor on the dig try. But it's a double hit called against Nikki Parrott of TU. Back-to-back points for Goshen. They try to get. They have no errors so far to the Maple Leafs, but only 5 kills to Taylor's 15. Isaacs trying to get 16. Doug. And then to the scores table it goes, and Taylor will reestablish that 5-point advantage at 18-13. Kill for Grace Isaacs, number 2 on the day, for number 9 in white. Parrott out. Carly Ware back in. Adams will line drive this one about 8 feet out of bounds. A rocket out of play by Amanda Adams. Third service error by Taylor here today. Goshen gets the serve back with Kook back to serve, and the Maple Leafs down 4, 18-14. Received up by Adams. Bragg, a back set near sideline. Cerniak right in front of Clark. 4th kill by Ryan Cerniak, coming off that career-high performance last night, and the Taylor lead is back up to 5, 19-14. The simpler in to replace the aforementioned Cerniak. And Abby had some key aces last night in the Taylor 5-set win over Mount Vernon Nazarene. Back to the near sideline. Goshen goes and Ritchie. Tipped and dug forward by Adams. DeSimpler sets up Isaacs. It comes back onto the Taylor side of the net, hitting all net and no Goshen players. 4 hits the call against Taylor, and the lead back down to 4. Haley Pennington, the sophomore outside hitter from Wakarusa, Indiana, re-enters for Goshen, with Jennifer Ritchie, the junior out of New Carlisle, Indiana, serving it over. DeSimpler, far sideline, Carly Ware through the block, and there's Ritchie for a back row dig. Scampering underneath Rohr, swing by Pennington, dug up by Taylor's Sam Korn. DeSimpler to Carly Ware, tapped and dug forward once again by Ritchie. Near sideline, Pennington, the newcomer, but it's blocked right down by Isaacs and Bragg. First block of the day for TU. And And they lead 20-15 here in set one with Ashley Harrell entering to replace Isaacs and to serve. Ashley an ace and a dig last night. 5'3" junior out of Plymouth, Indiana, up north. Rohr backs at far side, going to go get it, tapping it over the block, and it's a dig for Ashley Harrell. DeSimpler sets up Bragg. A diving dig attempt in the back row will fall back to the floor by Ritchie. Got her hand on it, but couldn't play it up into the air, went more back. And Casey Bragg collects kill number 3, DeSimpler with assist number 4. The Taylor lead 21-15 as they continue a dominant set one. Rohr behind the line swing for Ritchie. Dug forward on the palms of DeSimpler. Bragg will set up Adams behind the line, and a leaning dig off a knee is Ritchie's. Near sideline, Pennington over the block and down on the near sideline. Nicely placed by Pennington. Her first kill coming off that 11-kill performance last night at Goshen on their senior night. And the Maple Leafs back down by 5. Rohr, their lone senior out of Allendale, Michigan. Adams up to DeSimpler. Cross court, far side, Pomeranke off the block and swept forward by Pennington. Rohr underneath, back to Pennington, tapped and leaped into the air for the dig is Amanda Adams. Ware on the left sideline, off the hands of Coop and down for Carly Ware's first kill of the match. And the Taylor lead back once again at 6, 22-16. Parrott in to serve, replacing Carly Ware. Rips it over, played forward, and keeping it off the floor will be Rohr. Pennington through the block and just in front of Nikki Parrott. Pennington's swing went right through the arms of the two Trojans near the front of the netting. And it's back to a 22-17 Taylor lead of 5. Younts, the 5'8" junior, back to serve. Korn almost played it back over the net. DeSimpler saves it. Adams goes to go get it, and it's dug by Clark on the near side of the floor. Pennington, a right-hand sweep. Easy dig for Parrott. Then DeSimpler will punch it over the net, and sometimes on senior day you get breaks to go your way. First kill for DeSimpler. Just tried to save it and play it back to one of her teammates who went off with the knuckles and over. And Taylor's lead is back to 6 at 23-17 with Casey Bragg handling the serving. Younts, far side to Pennington. The righty is swept back by Parrott. Racing after and unable to get to it is Cerniak. Ready to help her in case her momentum carried her to the wall was Cody Tate, Sam Korn's fiance. And now he goes back to talking to his former coach, Chad Newhart. Cody Tate, social butterfly. Courtney Trusty will serve it over for Goshen. Cut off by Adams. Gets it. Nope. It'll back to Pomeranke. And off the block, it's dug by Bragg. Off the right heel of the hand, Adams. That will sail long by about a foot. And a good decision there by Tessa Clark. Was ready to try to dig it, then pulled those hands back at the last possible moment and watched the ball sail over her head. 4-point Taylor lead, 23-19 here in set number 1. This one goes deep, and Korn will scoop it forward to Bragg. Back to the near sideline. Pomeranke, unable to dig it, was Rohr. And Pomeranke's rock-solid set 1 continues. Her 7th kill brings us to set point. And it'll be Sam Korn to serve. Younts, too far for Esch, and it falls down on the Goshen side of the floor. And Taylor wins set 1, 25-19. We head to set 2 after this, here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greek's Pizzeria, it's our taste.
Play that old song! You really want her to play it. That's what's really going to evoke the memory. You gotta have the music that you listeners listen to.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
A stellar first set for Taylor as they hit 410 in set number 1. 21 kills, just 5 errors on 39 attempts. Goshen 194, their hitting percentage, 8 kills, 2 errors, 31 tries. It was all Julia Pomeranke, the highlight show in the opening set. 7 kills on 12 swings for a 417 hitting percentage. Gracie Bragg, 11 assists in set number 1 to go with 4 digs and 3 kills. Adams with a pair of kills, 4 for Cerniak, 1 for DeSimpler, 1 for Parrott, 1 for Ware, 2 for Isaacs. For Goshen, 1 for Younts, 2 for Breckville, 3 for Pennington, and 1 for Esch. 19 assists for the Trojans, 5 from DeSimpler, along with Bragg's 11, a pair for Korn, and 1 for Parrott. And we're ready to get going here in set number 2. Both teams in white today, both teams with purple letters, or purple numbers, I should say. Taylor with the purple letters, spelling out Taylor on the front of their uniforms. Bragg, in the middle to Pomeranke, tooling off the block and around, and only able to keep it alive is Esch. 8th kill for Pomeranke as she continues her strong play from last night. We joked with Julia before the match today. Last night, if you missed it, she got a kill that went off of her forehead. We asked her today, like, well, do you think you're going to be able to get a kill, like, just kind of kick it up there? And she said she'd do her best. Esch, a big swing, snuffed out by Parrott. Adams, a big cut, played up and dug by Ritchie. Younts to Pennington, down the line, but it goes back on Goshen's side of the net. It was a good read there for Pennington, trying to go cross-court down the netting, but just played it on her side of the net. And it's a 2-0 Taylor advantage here early on in set number 2. Korn with a sidewinder that ticks the top of the net. They work it back to Coles, far side, tapped and played forward by Parrott. Bragg, a back set to Cerniak, and the lefty's swing will go flying over Jasmine, our camera operator, but she's a professional and she doesn't budge an inch. Three 3-0 Taylor lead in set 2. Pennington near sideline. That will sail just out of bounds by about 6 inches or so. Third error for Pennington. It's a 4-0 Taylor lead in set 2. Korn, a little backspin on the serve this time. Younts sets up Coles. Blocked back over by Taylor. Kept alive by Clark. Younts for a behind-the-line swing from Ritchie. Dug by Bragg. Coordinates with Korn to Cerniak. Down the line. It'll land just inside the near sideline. Cerniak kind of took a sigh of relief. And then her teammates kind of messed with her a little bit. 6th kill for Cerniak. 5-0 Taylor here in set 2. Younts to Coles. Dug up by Parrott. Bragg Here comes Adams on the near side. She'll find the open space in the back row, and it's all Taylor here in set 2. 6-0, the Taylor lead. Adams with 3 kills. Younts, a back set near side. Pennington will end the big Taylor run, putting that one between 2 former Warsaw High School graduates in Bragg and Parrott, or 2 former Warsaw players, I should say. 4th kill for Pennington. Coop in for GC, with Pennington back to handle the serving. Adams off the fingertips. Bragg sprints in to save it, and Parrott will knock it over with the right hand. In the middle for Esch, goes up, tipped to the net by Isaacs. Back set Bragg. Here goes Cerniak. Oh, look at that with the left hand and a pretty assist from Bragg. Carly Ware in for TU, replacing Parrott. And Adams will serve right as the echo of the whistle fades out. Younts to the far side, and Coop just past Bragg's left elbow. First one for Coop. And the Taylor lead is down to 5 at 7-2. The libero Tessa Clark will serve it over. Lefty with a knuckleball. Back over the net, played by Adams on an overpass. Setting it up and off the block. Nicely done by Elizabeth Breckbill. 3rd kill for Breckbill. And back-to-back points for Goshen. Brings them to within 4, down 7-3. Clark will serve again. Adams passes it. Set it. And Cerniak's kill will sail out of bounds. On the block attempt. 8th kill for Cerniak. Or no, make it a block, excuse me. That one landed just on the far sideline. Looked like it was going to go out. But that's the first block of the day for GC. And they've ripped off 3 in a row, trailing 7-4 here in set 2. In the middle to Isaac. She'll end the Goshen run with her 3rd kill today. Abby DeSimpler in, replacing Cerniak. Abby with 5 assists and 1 dig and a kill. Back in set 1, making her first appearance of set 2 right here. Floats this one deep. Pennington almost overpassed it. Saved by Younts. A nice cross-court swing is Madison Coles for her first termination of the day. Goshen deficit down to 3 at 8-5. They did tie our first set at 11. After that, Taylor scored 6 in a row, or 5 in a row, make it 6 in a row, and didn't look back as they won 25-19. Leading by 3 here in the second frame. Set up to Isaacs, who goes to get it off to the simpler play. Coop, far sideline, off the block, popped high in the air by Bragg on a nice reset. Ware swept, block attempt, dug back over, but it'll land out of bounds. Korn was right there in perfect position. It'll be the second block of the day here for Goshen. 8-6, the Goshen deficit here in set number 2. Standing righty smash from Trusty. Korn up to DeSimpler, cross court to Ware, who comes flying in. And it's dug forward by Coop. She'll get it back on the far sideline, dug into the air. DeSimpler will play it over the net. Coop resets, and cutting it off is Adams for Taylor. She'll reset it up, and it's dug in the back row by Pennington. Sweeping high, DeSimpler digs, Adams keeps it going, and then Ware will play it to the back row on a nice kill for 14 in white. Jessica Dodane makes her first appearance of the afternoon. Did not play in last night's match against MVNU. Before the match, Jessica was rolling around Odo Lorena on a razor screw, which lights would light up every time the wheels would roll. Rolling along, here's Elizabeth Breckbill right at the net and taps it over softly with a block attempt by Taylor. 4 kills for Breckbill, the junior out of Kidron, Ohio. And the Maple Leafs back to within 2, down 9-7 here in our second frame. Adams off the fingertips. Ware calls for it. Keeps it alive to Pomeranke on the near side, who just checked back in. Pennington back. Roar will sweep it over. It's read nicely by an Adams dig. Ware trying to get another kill. Tapped and dug forward by Ritchie. Roar sweeps. Dug by Korn of Taylor. Back set to Bragg from DeSimpler. She'll blow it by Clark. And Taylor leads by 3. Nikki Parrott re-enters, replacing Carly Ware. Parrott top 10 in the country in aces coming in. Closing in on 60. Has yet to get one today. And she'll have to wait again on a nice play by Trusty. Pennington far side, blocked over, and then dug up by Clark. Rohr works it along, violation against GC, a double hit against Rohr. They were late arriving, but the Sammy 2 guys are here, and they're loud and they're proud down below us. Fashionably late is what we'll call the Sammy 2 guys today on a Saturday afternoon. Rohr, back set, trying to go deep, and it blowed right by Parrott. Ellen Elizabeth Breckbill's another kill for her. Her 5th, and now she'll go back to serve. Breckbill, 6'2 junior, 11 kills last night, and 4 blocks in the win over Spring Arbor. 3-point deficit for Goshen. Parrott plays it up to to Simpler. Adams over the block and down for another kill. 4th kill for Amanda Adams, and the Taylor lead grows back to 4. Cerniak back into the show for Taylor, replacing DeSimpler. And it'll be Bragg to handle the serving. Lefty serve right into the net. 4th service error for Taylor today. That's been their one miscue all day. They're hitting over 400 today, are the Trojans. But they have now 4 service errors to their name. Just 7 errors on 30 kills. Last night, they had almost 80 kills in the 5-set thriller with MVNU. 3-point Taylor lead. Bragg saves it. Adams swings, tapped to the back row, and leaping and playing it forward is Ritchie. Far sideline Pennington through the block and dug by Korn. Bragg a back set, swept to the back row, Pomeranke, and Ritchie's there for the dig. Pennington dug by Parrott for Taylor. Adams goes up high and unable to dig it is Clark. Big swing from Adams for her 5th termination. And Korn will serve this one over. Younts sets up Esch right over the head of Bragg. Taylor head coach Aaron Luthi thought that ball was out of bounds. It went over Bragg's head, but they'll give the kill to Esch as it must have just caught that sideline across from us. 13-10, the Taylor lead here in set 2 with Goshen serving. Behind the line comes Parrott rocketing in, and that one lands just inside the back line. Second kill for Parrott. Taylor's lead to 4. She'll exit with Ryan Cerniak, or Carly Ware coming back in to replace her. Younts sets it along to Coop. Little change up dug by Ware. Bragg in the middle to Isaacs, and a nice dig by Clark back over the net, and Clark cannot get to this one as Isaacs makes sure that swing can't be dug. This is about the same time that Taylor turned on the Jets in set 1. They lead by 5 right here in set 2. Younts to the near side, cross-court swing, dug on the Coles try. Here's Cerniak over the block, and a dig by Younts back to the far side pin, and it's dug by Bragg on the try from Coop. Cerniak again for Taylor, and another dig for Younts as she scoops it off the parquet floor. Coop comes in, and it's Korn with the dig for Taylor now. Isaacs again, it'll be played up on a nice dig from Younts. Coop through the block, and unable to get to it is Taylor Sam Korn. Second kill for Olivia Coop. And Goshen gets the serve back down by 4, 15-11 here in set number 2. Bragg back set Cerniak, blocked over, and that one just out of the reach of Sam Korn, who read the block, but is just out of her reach as Breckbill, one of the 2 Maple Leafs, in on the block. Third one for Goshen today. They've trimmed their deficit to 3 here in set number 2. Adams an overpass on the serve, and now Goshen will try to get into system. Coop again, blocked by Cerniak, kept alive by GC. Back to Coop again through the block, and just out of the reach of Adams and Korn. Coop with back-to-back kills for Goshen, as Taylor's gotten a little sloppy here midway through set 2. 3-0 run by the Maple Leafs. They are to within 15-13. Isaacs gets it from Bragg, dug by Clark the libero. Younts in the middle, sliding dig on a knee is Korns. Cerniak, a little tap, nicely done over the solo block try by Coop. 8th kill for Cerniak. That leads the match today. And that stops a 3-0 Goshen burst. Taylor pushes the lead back to 3, this time 16-13. The simpler in, looks at her right hand and serves it over. A knuckleball that's played up by Coop. Younce back to the near side. Sliding forward on the Coles swing was Korn on a dig. Bragg tees up a left hand, and it's dug in the back row by Clark. Coop blocked back over, and it'll land just inside the far sideline. Isaacs in on a tandem block for Taylor, second block of the day for the home team. Back-to-back points for Taylor, pushes the lead up to 4, 17-13 here in set number 2. DeSimple plays it deep, Coop up. Younce near side. Coles deep, dug by Adams. DeSimpler in the middle to Isaacs. That's a laser beam that she sends off of Clark, and Taylor's lead to 5. 18-13, the TU advantage. 5 kills for Isaacs today. She was a factor in the first win over Goshen this year. Tapped over, righty one-handed swing is DeSimplers. Bragg and Adams almost collide. Bragg played it up, and Adams sends it over. Near side of the floor, Coles goes deep, and that one's out of bounds. First attack error by Coles today. And the Taylor lead is at 6, 19-13. DeSimpler back to serve once again. This one short. Pennington keeps it off the floor. Coop, right hand deep, dug up by Adams. DeSimpler, near side to Ware. Got it caught on the arms of Goshen. Able to keep it alive, and Younce will knock it over. DeSimpler underneath, far sideline Bragg, right past Pennington, and it's a 20-13 Taylor lead. 5 kills for Bragg, timeout Goshen. Taylor trying to take a stranglehold. 2-0 set lead here in the match day against Goshen to wrap up the regular season. They're well on their way, leading set 2, 20-13.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
(20-13) the Taylor lead. They're hitting .364 here in set 2. 15 kills, 3 errors on 33 tries. And DeSimple will serve it over. Taylor leading by 7 here in the second stanza. Younce, big swing, and off the block it goes for Elizabeth Breckbill. Breckbill saw the 2 blockers in front for Taylor and played off the side arm of it looked like either Isaacs or maybe DeSimpler. 6-point deficit here for Goshen, 20-14 in our second frame. Taylor won set 1, 25-19 in commanding fashion, 21 kills, and that opening stanza for the home team. DeSimpler, a back set to Isaacs. That's dug nicely by Pennington. The sweep by Rohr is snuffed out by Korn. Bragg's dig dug up by Clark. In the middle, diving try is Korn's just a hair late, and Breckbill gets her second kill in a row. 7th for Breckbill. That leads Goshen. One off the match-high lead of Taylor's Ryan Cerniak and Julia Pomeranke. 20-15 the Taylor advantage. Ware slaps it forward. DeSimpler has to 2-arm it over on a third hit. Rohr underneath. Quick set Breckbill trying to get 3 in a row, and she does, as that swing goes off the hands of Abby DeSimpler. 8 kills for Breckbill as she's found her rhythm here in the last 3 serves. 3-0 run personally by Breckbill. Trusty to serve. To the near side, Bragg read it, had to wait for it as it lost some momentum as it hit the net. No loss of momentum on the Ware swing, but it's dug by Clark. Dig by Korn. DeSimpler plays it back. Isaacs goes to get it, and it's a dig for Trusty. Behind the line, Pennington. That one will sail out of bounds by a foot or more. Seventh error of the afternoon for Goshen. It's a 21-16 Taylor advantage with Dodane coming in to serve. Roar underneath. Sets up Coop near side. Blocked down the line for Taylor. Bragg saves it and avoids hitting the net. Ware back into the air. Has to punch it off, but it's going to hit the near side antenna as Ware and Dodane got their signals crossed. Isaacs in, and they'll get Korn back in for Taylor. And it's Ritchie re-entering for Goshen, replacing Coop, and she'll serve it over. Korn up to DeSimpler, to Pomeranke, turns and slams. Swept down, dug by DeSimpler on the try from Breckbill. Ware leaves no doubt with a big right hand on the near side of the floor. Third kill for Ware, and Taylor leads by 5, 22-17. And Ware exits, and Parrott comes in to replace her and to serve. Amanda Adams reties her sneaker, and Parrott throws the ball a mile in the air and unleashes a bomb. Played near side. Roar will keep it going, and Ritchie will send it over the net. Sliding dig to her right is Parrott's. Near sideline, Adams over the block and down in front of Clark. Sixth kill for Amanda Adams. Just one error on her 13 swings today. A nice afternoon for Amanda Adams, the Trojans' leader in kills. 2-point or 6-point Taylor lead. 2 points away from a 2-0 set lead. Clark receives a serve high. Breckbill calls a changeup. Dug forward by a lunging Sam Korn. Bragg will tool off the block and through it. Sixth kill for Bragg, and that brings set 2 to set point. Taylor, another convincing offensive totals here as Odell Arena rises to its feet. Parrott will keep them standing as that one lands in the netting. Fifth service error by Taylor here this afternoon, the one blemish they've had all day. Breckbill, standing righty serve. Bragg up to DeSimpler in the middle to Pomeranke, off the block and down. And Pomeranke's 9th kill of the afternoon ends set 2, and Taylor leads 2-0, taking the second set by a final of 25-18. The Trojans will go for the sweep after this here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body. And its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH. From our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade hand-tossed dough, Greeks Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greeks Pizzeria, it's our taste.
Second set stats brought to you by BSN Sports. Taylor hits 349 in set 2, 19 kills, 4 errors, 43 tries. Goshen 146, 12 kills, 5 errors, 48 swings. But Taylor won set 2, 25-18, and they go for the sweep here in set 3. Esch over the block, dug by Bragg of Taylor. Sauntering in is Parrott, and it's dug in the back row by Goshen. Younce to the near side, Pennington down the line, out of bounds, right on top of the Paul Patterson Court logo across from us. 1-0 Taylor here in set number 3. 9 kills for Pomeranke, 8 for Cerniak, 6 apiece for Adams and Bragg. Coles out of bounds, leaping into the air, and then Korn pulled her hands back. Back-to-back attack errors here by Goshen has given Taylor a 2-0 lead. Taylor led 3-0 to start set 1, 6-0 to start set 2, and they're up 2-0 right here in set number 3. Lefty smash Bragg, and it's an ace as Ritchie got handcuffed as that one was coming towards her elbow. Second ace of the day for Taylor, first one for Bragg. 3-0 the Taylor lead. Younce back set far side Pennington, waiting for the dig was Bragg. Korn sets up Cerniak, haven't called her name in a while, and Younce will take away a kill from her. Behind the line, Ritchie blocked back over Pomeranke, pinballed around and down, and it's knocked over by Julia Pomeranke. A block for Pomeranke, I believe. If it is, that'll be her first of the day after having 6 last night. 4-0 Taylor lead. Bragg will curl this one out of bounds, and that's the 6th service error by Taylor here today. First point for Goshen in set 3, down 4-1. Ritchie exits and Coop comes back in. Or comes in, I should say. Nice to see former Taylor volleyball head coach and former athletic director, Dr. Angie Fincannon, in the stands today. She gave the devotion to the girls of Taylor before today's match. And Adams collects kill number 7 on the far sideline. 5-1, the Taylor lead here in set number 3. Corner backspin on the serve. Younce in the middle. Coles goes to go get it, and Parrott's there for a dig. Back set Bragg. Off the block, it's Cerniak, recording kill number 9. A career high night last night for Ryan Cerniak. Continues to dominate here today against Goshen. Younce in the middle. Esch, big swing, knocked around twice, but Taylor unable to play it forward on the big swing from the 6'3 junior out of Topeka, Indiana. 3 kills for Esch, second point of the third set for Goshen. They trail by 4. Adams to Bragg, back to Adams. Blocked back over, but dug by Korn. Far sideline, Isaacs at the lean over is blocked back over, but it hit the net before. And that'll be a violation against Taylor, 4 hits. And it's 3 points for Goshen here in this third frame, trailing 6-3. Tessa Clark, the libero, lefty serving it over. Her libero counterpart, Korn receives. Adams comes right through the middle and sends it over. It's dug by Clark. Nice swing on a nice set. It's Breckbill in the middle as she played it to the open space on the near side of the Taylor floor. 9th kill for Breckbill. She's been the best offensive player today for Goshen. Maple Leafs down 2, 6-4, trying to extend our match to a 4th frame. Bragg one step back. That gives Isaacs some room, and she'll drop down a big right hand. 6th kill for the Kentucky native. And Adams goes back to serve with Taylor leading by 3. Rainbowed over by Goshen. Korn will sky it. Behind the line, down the middle, Adams off the block, and Amanda Adams gets kill number 8. And Taylor, after a brief speed bump, starting to find their rhythm and momentum here, leading 8-4 in the 3rd set. Back set, far side, Coles over the block, and it's Adams for a dig. Korn plays it on the far side, then back to the near side of the floor, and Cerniak will rainbow it over, and it'll go down for a kill. Cerniak just trying to get it over the net, but it was just out of the reach of a diving Tessa Clark of Goshen, and it's a 5-point Taylor lead at 9-4, with Cerniak being our first player to reach double-figure kills. Received to the net, knocked around, Breckbill plays it deep, Adams forward to Bragg. Isaacs again over everybody, and there's that right hand from 9 and White again. 7th kill for Grace Isaacs. 10-4 the Taylor lead, and now it's 10-5 as that one's sent into the net on the serve by Adams. 7 errors from the service line today for Taylor. Grace 1 ace, 1 error. Taylor 2 aces, but those 7 service errors today. They've been great everywhere else. Very limited attack errors, just 10 attack errors on the day to go with their 46 kills. Bragg, here's Cerniak, blocked back over, but it's dug by Korn. Far sideline, Ware reaches high. It'll land just out of bounds by about the width of the volleyball across from us. Give Carly Ware the kill. That's number 4 for the freshman, whose kill last night ended the match in set 5. She's got 4 of them today against Goshen, and Taylor has a 6-point lead, 11-5. Simpler looks at that right hand before serving as she enters for the first time in set 3 and sends a knuckleball over. Pennington tipped, diving dig, but unable to get to it is Korn. Kill for Pennington, her 5th. Ritchie back in for GC, and she'll serve. To Simpler, back set, Isaacs punching it over, dug forward by Trusty. A little tap in the middle, Breckbill a change up, diving dig by the right fist of Ware. Her classmate Bragg will send it long up the near side, and that one sails out of play. Eleven to 7 the Taylor lead. Ware far side trying to push that Taylor lead back, and they will. It's a violation against Breckbill for getting into the net. 12 to 7 the Taylor advantage now. Final regular season match of the year for Taylor. Goshen will come back here to Grant County next Wednesday to take on one of the 2 teams tied for first in the league in Indiana Wesleyan. Dodane serve. They set up Pennington. Dodane with the dig. There'll be a Pomeranke violation getting into the net there for Taylor. So the 2 teams trade net violations, and the Trojan lead is 4, 12 to 8. Elizabeth Breckbill, the best offensive player today for Goshen, entering or going back to serve, I should say, here for Goshen. This one will go into the net as the 2 teams have now exchanged 3 straight miscues, 2 by Goshen, 1 by Taylor. Nikki Parrott enters, and she'll serve, replacing Carly Ware. Parrott plays it deep. Rohr sets up Esch, blocked back over by Taylor. And then a miscommunication as Pomeranke and Bragg there for the block. But it was Clark along with Rohr that got in each other's way and couldn't get to the ball to save it. 6-point Taylor lead at 14 to 8. Parrott sends one deep, but it'll land just out of bounds by about a whisker. 8th service error by Taylor today as the Trojans being aggressive on the serve. Trojan lead cut down to 5 at 14-9. Younce will serve. Parrott cuts it off. There's Adams going over everybody. Was it tipped to the net? It was not. Went cleanly off the netting. Taylor fans across from us begging for a tip by the front row of GC, but they will not get it. 14-10, the deficit here for Goshen. They need to win this third set to extend our match today. A slide near side to Pomeranke, and she'll hit it on the Taylor side of the net. Setter Abby DeSimpler taps her chest and says, that was my bad. And the Taylor lead down to 3. DeSimpler backs at the Pomeranke. Popped high in the air by Pennington. Clark to the middle, and Ritchie will right-hand it over. DeSimpler, far sideline, Adams, a laser beam on a nice dig by Clark. Near sideline, Pennington over the block, and it's Adams, or Parrott for the dig, I should say. Back set, Bragg will just lollipop it over, and Ritchie will dig it up for Goshen. Esch to the back row, dug to the sky by Parrott. DeSimpler gives it back to Parrott, going deep, and it'll float out of bounds. Good burst here by Goshen after Taylor had built up a 6-point lead. It's a 4-0 answer here for GC. They trail by just 2 in the third frame. Almost over past DeSimpler, saves it back, and Pomeranke finishes it off. 10th kill for Pomeranke. Had 11 last night and a block. It'll be Bragg serving for Taylor. A laser that sails just over the top of the netting. Coles will hit it into the net. Miscue again by Goshen, their 12th attack error of the day. And that Taylor lead grows to 4, 16-12. 50 kills for Taylor today on 106 swings, just 14 errors. Goshen with just 24 kills today. Pennington swing, blocked and dies on Taylor's side of that. Limboing out of the way is Cerniak. Make this Esch. It's blocked over by Pomeranke. Got just a piece of it. It died on Goshen's side of the netting. And the Taylor lead is now 5 at 17-12 as they go for the sweep. Trying to sweep both matches against Goshen this year. And Bragg will curl this serve out of bounds once again. 9th service error by the Trojans here today. Again, it's been their one big miscue of the afternoon. Coop in, and serving will be Haley Pennington. Top spin on it. Korn up to Bragg. Pomeranke will sweep it over, and he'll be diving just out of the reach of Pennington. 11th kill for Pomeranke, her family across from us. They cheer loudly, as they should. And the Taylor lead is at 5, 18-13. Korn with a serve. Esch goes up, blocked back by Isaacs, and Goshen will regroup. Into the air, and it'll be two-armed over by Clark with her back to the net. Bragg in the middle. Isaacs got into the air, and she had to punch that one. Couldn't get her hand in the air. The set was too low. She punched it from about her shoulder, and that was a line drive out of play. And that's what Taylor head coach Aaron Luthi is relaying to Bragg, saying you got to get that pass higher for the 6-foot Isaacs to go up and get it. Second try, nope, they'll let Adams go for it in the middle. And her 9th kill makes it 19-14 Taylor here in set number 3. Amanda Adams to serve, Carly Ware in, replacing Nikki Parrott. Coop on the heels, receives it, she'll get it back on the near side of the floor. Cross-court dig as Korn's across from us. Bragg to her classmate Ware. Play to the near side by Younce. Clark keeps it alive, and it'll be two-armed over by Coop. Bragg, Cerniak over the block, and just getting a piece of it and playing it out of play was Younce. Cerniak with kill number 11. And everything going Taylor's way. They lead 20-14, and that will force a Goshen timeout. Taylor 5 points away from sweeping the Maple Leafs for the second time this year.
What limits
we'll see
you?
What comes next on the Trojan Sports
Small,
Network.
too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
20-14, the Taylor lead. They won set 1 25-19 and set 2 25-18. And their lead down to 20-15 on the 10th service error of the day by a Taylor Trojan. This time it comes from Amanda Adams. Third one against Amanda today. Courtney Trusty in for GC to replace Madison Coles. Trusty sends it over to the far sideline. Korn. Bragg. Cerniak comes in. Lefty touch will go back on Taylor's side of the net. But look, they'll say Goshen touched it. Didn't look at touch anyone from Goshen. But we play on here from Odell Arena. Coop will get the point for GC just a little bit later than what probably should have happened. That ball caught the net and then danced there, then went back on Taylor's side, but it didn't look like it touched anyone from Goshen. Back-to-back points to the Maple Leafs out of their own timeout. They trailed 20-16, needing to win set 3 to extend the contest. Bragg, near sideline, Cerniak blocked back over and dug by Ware. Behind the line, down Main Street is Adams. She'll slap it over, and Coop's dig will go backwards. Clark forward, and Trusty will scoop it over with two hands. Bragg, near side back set, Cerniak, block attempt sails out of bounds, and Cerniak gets kill number 12. DeSimpler in for Taylor. 21-16, the Trojan advantage. As Taylor tries to get their 21st win of the year and their 10th in conference play. Clark prevents an ace, tip over, and a dig attempt by DeSimpler sails over the jumping Sam Korn. Kill for Goshen. They're 26 of the afternoon. Taylor with 52 of them, after having 78 last night in the 5-set thriller. Bragg, a back set to Isaacs, right over the block. Dig attempt by Trusty, kept alive by Clark. Ritchie will knock it over, sliding in is Adams. DeSimpler back set to Bragg. Block attempt will go down for GC. Breckbill and Pennington. Fourth block for Goshen today. That matches the Taylor total. And Goshen to within 3, down 21-18 here in set number 3. And this will land just inside the near sideline, a sidewinder. Adams read it, but it curled back in, and it's an ace for Goshen. For Jennifer Ritchie, second ace of the day for Goshen. They're to within 2. 21-19 in set 3. Overpass saved by DeSimpler, punched over by Ware. She avoids running into the net. Roar to Breckbill, a tap over just in front of the diving Korn. And Taylor will use their first timeout of the day. Their lead, which was once at 6 at 14-8, has been trimmed down to 1 at 21-20 here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online Tire Finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
A little Cupid shuffle. Had Jeff Clayton and C.J. Pena from the Taylor men's basketball team getting down with their bad selves. They got a win last night in Judson. Trying to help cheer on the Taylor volleyball team, trying to go a 3-0 week. 1 point Taylor lead, forced a Trojan timeout. Big run, Breckbill swing, snuffed out by Ware. Bragg trying to get a point back for Taylor. Ritchie slides in and digs it forward. Cut off by DeSimpler on a swing. Here's Bragg on a second try. She'll punch it back. DeSimpler keeps it alive. Adams will have it go, and it'll be died down right at the front of the net. Tapped down by Breckbill for her 10th kill. And set 3 is level at 21 apiece, with Goshen needing to win this set to force a 4th frame. Ritchie, a knuckleball over. Korn to Bragg. Near side to Isaacs. Diving dig to her left is Ritchie to keep that one from falling in for a kill. And then tooling off the block will be Pennington, and Goshen takes their first lead of the day at 22-21. Taylor led 14-8. Since then, they've been outscored 14-8. Out of bounds just by a hair on the near sideline, and set four is back level at 22 on a service error. Whew. Most errors in the set today for Taylor was 7 right now. They had just 9 combined in sets 1 and 2, where they hit 410 and 349. Dodane floats it deep. Ritchie will play it forward. Roared on a slide to Breckbill. Dug by Dodane. Adams will keep it alive. Overpass comes, and Breckbill terminates right in the middle of the net. 11th kill, making her 13th kill for Breckbill today, excuse me. And Goshen regains a 1-point lead at 23-22. Breckbill serves. Adams up to DeSimpler. Far side to Pomeranke, right to the back row, and set 3. Back level at 23 again. Kill number 12 for Pomeranke, then matches Cerniak's output and tied for the team high, or the match high, along with Breckbill. Big serve here. The next point puts you at set point if you're Goshen, or match point if you're Taylor. Roar underneath, near sideline Pennington, going deep, dug by Parrott. DeSimpler, back to Adams, punches it and avoids running into the net nicely. Trusty, a sweep deep, just out of bounds by a hair on the far side, and it's match point for Taylor at 24-23. That one almost hit our far side official. After seeing Goshen go on a 14-8 run, Taylor needs just one more point to end this match in 3. Roar to the far side, plays it back. Pennington goes up, blocked over, and that's it. And Pomeranke with brag end it on senior day for Pomeranke, DeSimpler, and Korn. The Trojans sweep Goshen, winning set 3 by a final of 25-23. We'll take a break and come back to wrap it up on the Ivanhoe's post-match show after this.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH. From our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greek's Pizzeria, it's our taste.
Well, there's a family reunion type photo going on down here with the Taylor volleyball team, the guys from Sammy 2, some of the men's basketball players in there. So pretty much anyone that wanted to come up and take a photo could. Why not? We all love each other here. We'll take one more break, come back. We'll hear from the head coach, Aaron Luthi, right after this as we're done taking photos.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
Back inside Odell Arena, Rick Johnston and the head coach of the Trojans, Aaron Luthi, as they wrap up a regular season finale week 3-0. You rolled through 1 and 2, a little tight there in set 3, but you guys get the win today. You finished the week 3-0. How important is that as you guys look ahead to the league tournament starting next week?
Yeah, this was a good momentum booster going into the tournament. It was fun to have everyone back again tonight and just feel a little bit more just at ease with our starters and everyone in order. And the girls did a really nice job, once again, utilizing our game plan. We saw a very similar type of play that we did last night with our Mount Vernon match, and our girls came out and did a nice job.
12 kills apiece for Julia Pomeranke and Ryan Cerniak. We talked about Ryan last night. Back-to-back double-figure kills for Julia today, and you guys got her really established really early. I think she had 6 or 7 maybe in the first set alone. What was that the goal going in to get her and Grace going early?
Yeah, establishing the middles early. Goshen has a large middle presence, so we needed to make sure that we established those middles early, specifically on the seams, and then that was going to open up our outsides because they do have some girls that can block. So, yeah, it was important they executed the game plan right from the beginning and did a nice job, and, yeah, Julia specifically.
Casey Bragg almost messed around and got a triple-double last night. Today, ho-hum, 29 assists, 11 digs. She had 4 blocks, and she also had 6 kills.
Nice.
Are we starting to see what her true potential can be? Obviously, as a freshman, you come in, you're trying to learn the name of your teammates,
sure,
trying to figure out where classes are, where your dorm is, all that stuff. And now that she's been here for a while, are we starting to see what her ceiling could truly be?
Oh, yeah, for sure. There are moments that sneak through with her of a competitive fire in a fight that I am just thrilled that she's in year 1, and we have so much time ahead of us. She makes really good decisions as a setter. She also has a heck of a swing as a hitter. So, yeah, it's been a blast, and we'll get her in the gym this spring and fine-tune some of those things and continue to increase her IQ, which is already really high, and good things yet to come.
Not done yet, obviously. And it's a benefit for you guys because Goshen's got to go play Iowa on Wednesday. Then they got to turn around, or Iowa's going to have to turn around and play on Saturday. How important is it for you and the team to have this week off to prepare and figure out where you're going, who you're playing, and all that comes with getting ready for the league tournament?
Yeah. I am so glad we have our bye this week, and we're taking Monday off. The girls are just resting. We're still battling a lot of different injuries, so those girls need some time off as they played the whole match tonight. And yeah, I think it's just important as we put our heads together as a coaching staff, put together our game plan. We should know who we're going to play this afternoon after all the afternoon matches are in and where we'll be going. But yeah, it's definitely an advantage going in that we can really focus on ourselves, but also who our opponent's going to be as well.
This is our last home match here. Thank you for your time this year. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
And who knows? Maybe we'll come back here like in round 2. It'll be a lot of fun.
Love it. Let's go.
I know you're in for it, right?
I'm in.
I'm in too. That's Aaron Luthi. Best of luck next week and with the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
As head coach Aaron Luthi, we're back to wrap it up after this.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965 when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Back inside Odell Arena for one final time here this afternoon as Taylor defeats Goshen in 3, 25-19, 25-18, and 25-23. 12 kills apiece for Julia Pomeranke and Ryan Cerniak. Amanda Adams had 9. Casey Bragg had 6, as you heard in our post-match conversation with Taylor head coach Aaron Luthi. The Trojans will be getting ready for the Crossroads League Tournament. Quarterfinals will start next Saturday. As of now, it looks like Taylor will be going on the road potentially right back to Mount Vernon Nazarene, the team that they squared off with last night. So trying to get our stats to reload here shortly. What you need to know, Taylor hit over 300 today as a team. Excellent today by the Trojans, as they were over 400 in set number 1, as they had 21 kills in that set, 19 in set number 2, and they had 14 in set 3. Other numbers of note, 13 digs for Nikki Parrott today, 19 digs for Sam Korn with 4 assists, 16 assists for DeSimpler, 4 digs. For Goshen, 13 kills for Breckbill. Excuse me. She was her best offensive player of the day. Pennington had 7 kills, 4 for Coop, 12 assists for Younts, 11 for Rohr, and 13 digs for Jennifer Ritchie and 13 for the libero Tessa Clark. This was senior day, so we want to thank Julia Pomeranke, Sam Korn, and Abby DeSimpler for their contributions to Taylor volleyball over the last 4 years, and we wish them and the Trojans the best of luck in the upcoming Crossroads League tournament. Once again, your final from here inside Odell Arena. Taylor sweeps the week, sweeping Goshen here today in 3 sets, 25-18, 25-19, 25-18, and 25-23. Special thanks to Abby and Leah on the computer and camera today. We're going to tear down and we're going to go set up out at football. They kick off at 6 o'clock against number 2 Marion. Special thanks to all you folks for tuning in here tonight. If this is our last volleyball broadcast of the fall, we thank you folks for tuning in today and all throughout this year. Until next fall, potentially, or in a couple of hours, you want to go watch football, we say good afternoon and good night from Upland, Indiana.